Hello, I think we are just about live now, so welcome back to the second stream in a row of the week as we experiment with our new Tuesday and Wednesday short streams where we are creating a smaller project which we hope to complete within the next 4 to 6 weeks maybe. So let me just get everything sorted before we're ready to go. Just need to get the chat going. Okay. Whilst I'm doing this, I still need to finalise this jukebox, but just for now I'll put on a little track and I'll just make sure my volume is good to go. Let's try 7, see if it's, hopefully it's not too loud. So until I get everything sorted, here's a nice little tune for you. Hey Alpha Werewolf, welcome back. We're on day 2 day 2 of 5 live streams. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can make it to the end. Right, I just need to copy this link here. It's such a nice little tune, isn't it? Is the music too loud? Do I need to turn it down a little bit? I'll get to you in a second. I'm just tweeting this out. Get all my tags. Hello, Ascendant Warface. Hello, welcome back. Gentlemen, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a great week. Oh yes, we're doing pretty well. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like maybe the tracks, it depends on the track, because I think the volume on each track might be independent, but I feel like that track is slightly too loud for my ears. So let's keep it like that. Maybe that's a bit better. Yeah, it might be a tiny bit too loud, yeah. See, the thing is, like, when you go to the actual tracks, maybe some tracks are loud, some are quite quiet, you know, just depends on the individual creator, you know, if they change the volume or the actual notes inside. But considering this is more of a happy stream, I guess the music's going to be quite loud, I guess. Let me just put this up here. So I showed you guys yesterday a rough idea of what it's all about. We've got the jukebox ready. I just need to link it all up. I'm going to make I'll make a proper jukebox like Logic once I've got time. But right now I'm just going to like link all of these up together and play one after the other. And we'll make a more advanced one, I think, over the next few days for next week. You know, this is the quarantine beard and hair. This is another day, another disaster, I guess. So right, let's get going then. Okay. Digging the tune, yeah, it was pretty nice. We were finding some of these yesterday. Just need to make sure that nothing's set to loop. They're all standard. Oh, look, see, Velvet Audio, he looped his, so cheeky. We don't want that. Right. So let me just quickly put all these together, right? I'll make a better system soon, where we can randomise the tracks and things. But right now we're just gonna do this the crazy way. Did I mess up there? I think I did. Hold on. Too many wires. Right, let's do it this way, right? So this song leads to this song, which leads to this song, which leads to this one, which leads to this one. I mean, I probably should just turn it on, right? You know what? I don't even know what this is. Does this make his song sound better? Maybe? No idea. And then... see, I don't know if that'll just turn that off entirely. Let me see. I'll just play it like that. And then the last one. Ta-da! Really quick and simple. Okay, let's go, let's do this. So we'll listen to the same one again just because it was so good. And I know you loved it. Hello Isaac Clyde, so you're not so late after all. Welcome. Yeah, much better there. Yeah, I think this volume should be a bit better, I think. LBE, you can switch volume with each respective volume. Yeah, but then that's more repetitive. I'll have to go into each one and like experiment. We don't have time for that. We'll just take it as it goes, I guess. Hey, popcorn in my yummy tummy. Hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a great week. Each respective track / timeline. Yeah, we got the gist. Yeah, good. You started the stream a bit later. Yeah, I know. I was subconsciously waiting for you to join. So I'm not going to mess too much about in the tutorial today. I think we're just going to jump into a new scene and just start building a level and just see how we go. The character's not really finished. She still needs to get some combat, but I'm going to import her independently, I suppose. So hold on, I need to stop your wee track here, right? Let me just do a quick save here because I did update that a little bit. So I'll remix this and we'll just call it stage 1, and we'll start building the first stage. Let's see. Oh my eye! Something went in my eye. Oh god! Right. So let's just start from scratch. So I'm going to keep some of the enemies, even though I'm not going to use them just yet. Because they don't have any logic in them as of yet, and we'll just start building like a little environment, I guess. So I'll keep most of this stuff here, doesn't bother me too much. So I'm going to try and use as much of the gardens kit as I possibly can. I think it might be a bit better if I try and keep the theme, you know. So as I always say, I need to just delete a few things. I'll take some of these. I know I've got some trees over there, but I'll keep them like this. Right, I'm going to do a big delete, right? Keep a couple of these handy. I think I've got the wee gravestones here. No, I've got everything here actually. I probably don't need all that stuff. Right, hold on, you ready for a mass exodus? Here we go. See you later. Oh my god, look at the horror. Look at the absolute horror. Deleting all the apples. I think I had apples over here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I've got one apple. I'll keep one apple for reference. Right. And one cage. I kind of need that cage for future areas. So there's an apple with its wee crunch. can hear a wee crunch. Okay. Get rid of those. Right. So let's start building. I think I'll build everything over on the side. So I'm just going to use this as like a template to make sure I'm on the right track. Hey Nobby's Tattoo, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great week. It's an interesting name. I wonder where your tattoo is. Right, so I'm going to try and use as much of the same assets as possible. I haven't even worried about the thermal, but obviously we will update that. Don't worry. So let me just put the music back on. Right. Look at all that stuff animating in the background. How cool was that? Right. So let's see. We'll try and create. I've got an idea in my head what I want to create. Let's see if we can actually do it. I might need to change up some of these assets to make sure I'm like, if I can easily delete. Let me see what happens if I delete some of this stuff. I'm curious what's inside. So see how you can just like change up a lot of the stuff just by going in and editing stuff. I was just curious how they actually made this. It looks like a disaster. Oh my god. There's like so many things inside this. Right, I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to create like a... I'll take another one of these, I think. Just to create like a big floor for us to work with. Which we can obviously edit as time goes on. So my idea is that your little character, she's going to start off on the base of this sort of, not a mountain, but these cliffs. So let's say if we put her over here, I want to get some fences so that you can block her in. Hold on, let me see if I can find like a fence or a cartoon fence. If I can't find a cartoon fence, I can always change it. There you go. Fence panel. Good old gardens kit. So let me just fire on this grid. Let me see. Right. That'll do for now. Right, so I don't want to make that too insane. I just want it to be like a little thing. I think if I put it like that, it's quite good, isn't it? You won't be able to jump over this anyway. It's going to be you won't be able to jump over. So I was going to make like a cliff here. So never mind the floor right now, just until we get a rough idea what we want to do. But I want it so that you can kind of see that there's another island over here. So, for example, I'll move this just to give you an idea, right? Like, just pretend, right? I'll try and shrink this if it's not too difficult. It's quite difficult. I'll probably need to, like, cut a massive hole out of it. Hold on. Cutting. Oh, it wasn't cutting. I thought I was cutting. Right, so imagine it's like that, right? My crazy DIY. Right, and then you've got like the other side's over here, but you can't actually get here. You can just see it in the distance, you know? So it's like, how the hell did I go over there? So the idea is that in this little area, there's going to be like a little bit of cliffs here. And there's going to be some rocks that you can break. And then as you make your way around here, you'll have some objectives. You'll come back, you'll climb up the cliff, and then there'll be a book up here, which will, once you have enough pages, it'll build a bridge, and the bridge will sort of get you across to the other side of the little island. So It's probably going to take a bit of time to get this all sorted. That did not play. Did I do something? Oh, it's because last stream we actually turned everything off. I remember that now. So I need to turn them all back on again. Hold on. Oops. I think it was just this bit that was off. Right. I hate your stuff, Velvet. I hate it. We're just going to go for a regular timeline. And then I'll need to loop this back round actually. Hold on. Let's see. Nah, because I'll need to create logic for that. Right, let's start with this track because we've already listened to that a few times. Right. Try and do something a bit different. So many pieces inside that one land structure. Wow, yeah, exactly. You never would have thought it because it looks quite not simple, but it just looks like a flat bag. Added some things to it, but in their Media Molecules case, they've really went to town on it and added a lot of intricate things. Excuse me. So let me just build the rest of this little fence here. I'll try and go as quickly as I can, just to get so you can get a rough idea of what exactly I'm talking about here. So I don't have any cliff faces yet, so like I was going to just use like maybe like the dirt from these blocks maybe, just for now, just to give us something to work with. And I was going to make like a kind of like a secret area, I guess. I hate how everything doesn't bloody line up. Right, so there's imagine there's a cliff here. So we ain't getting by there. That's the blockage. And I'm not sure if I'm going to like make like a big cliff, like stretch the asset, or if I'm just going to make it like Minecraft where it's like blocks. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to teach the player that you can actually break objects like rocks and things. So if I take like, I'm not sure what a better rock would be. If I should use this one maybe because it's taller. But basically you have a hammer in the game, so you don't just attack enemies, you can actually destroy the rocks and stuff. So let me just put this here. It kind of fits quite perfectly, I think. It's a little bit bigger, I guess, but I think it's cool, breaking a big rock. As you can see, the music is loud. I'll need to keep updating this as we go. So the idea is like there's going to be like a hidden collectible behind here. So it shows the player that yes, you can break these for secret areas, and they're quite obvious. They're not really that hidden. It's just an extra gameplay gimmick, and maybe you can break some of these as well, just for fun, because you've got a hammer. You know, you just want to have some fun, right? Okay, put like a couple of rocks down just to give you an idea. So let's see, I don't know how wide I'm going to make this, so let's just make a lot and then just delete if necessary, I guess. I think that's accurate, more or less. Obviously I'll rotate this because like there's different designs on like different sides of the rock, so like I can like mix it up and stuff, you know, just so it doesn't look like the same asset over and over again. But let's not worry about that right now. I don't want you to run too far, so let me maybe take away one of these. Another thing I was thinking about, I wasn't sure which kind of gameplay camera I was going to use. So by default, the camera goes behind the character, and you can move the camera around, and basically you walk behind the character. But I was thinking about for this particular game, actually put the camera like this. You know, it's like the camera's like it's always following you, but it's following you at a height. So you can't turn the camera like behind the character. You can only turn it like maybe like that to see what you're doing. I think it'll be quite cool, almost isometric style, I think. So let me just block out some more of these stupid fences. We almost got there. It must be quite strange. You're normally used to watching a survival horror stream, so to watch someone go from that to making like a cartoony kind of level, it must be a bit strange. Hopefully still good though. And over here I wanted to introduce you to like the first side quest. So I was thinking like there could be like some kind of cattle farmer, because in the game all the characters are basically some kind of animal, and I thought let's make a cattle farmer, someone that has like animals that don't speak. So I was going to have like sheep, and then the farmer is like, I don't know what animal the farmer's going to be, like a raccoon or something. I'll need to search because I'm really not making that many assets for my creations right now, so I'll just need to search for I'll need to search for ready-made characters. So I'm just going to put in like animal just to see what comes up, if we can find any. Well, you could use Isabel if you want. So I'm trying to find something that kind of fits together with this sort of vibe. There's so much music for animal, isn't there? I guess nobody labels their things as an animal or tags them as an animal. I guess I'm going to have to just search for the actual animal. Hold on, there's an animal collection here. Let's see. So who looks like a farmer? A big gorilla? A walrus? Maybe use this little guy. There's a monkey. There's the raccoon. And there's a pig. Let's see. Can I use this? I'm going to have to make a humanoid version of this raccoon for the side quest, because I only want to make the sheep. The sheep are the only animals that don't... Look, how come there's a hot sheep? What's going on? Why couldn't I get a raccoon that was already a human? Right, so I think this one looks quite good. This looks more like a cartoony kind of sheep. So the first collectible in the game is basically sheep. So you have to go around and find like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different sheep around the map. So that's your first side quest. And there's a few different ways that you can collect sheets, the pages for the book. So you can either find it in like maybe like hidden areas like here. You can find them by finishing off like a proper side quest. You can also find them from doing a certain task, like finding all the apples or defeating some enemies. That'll break open a cage, like you could see over here. There's a cage, and you need to meet the requirements to open up the cage. Am I doing something wrong with this logic? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Hold on. It's supposed to play after it finishes, but for some reason it's not playing. Oh, that's quite annoying. I don't know why that's happening, because it worked last time on the other jukebox, didn't it? We put down the end trigger, right, and then that should start the new one. But I don't know if it's like, I know what I've done, don't tell me. I know what I've done. I've put it on sustain. It should be once. If I put it on sustain, basically that activates it, but then it turns off. See? You've just got to fix your bugs as you find them. Hopefully that's right now. So, we've listened to that song, so let's see if we can go normally now without things breaking again. Yeah, it's kind of insane. Yeah, the amount of stuff they use. This track, best track from the beta, originally made by Velvet and Little Big Planet 2, by the way. Ah, okay. This is a Dreams remix, basically. I didn't know that. You can make rocks super easy by spinning a sphere or any other shape with the touchpad and have the blend on. That's a nice tip for custom rocks. I saw Elka do a tutorial on how to make rocks like that. Seemed really easy, yeah. I mean, it looks really easy in principle, but then when you actually go to do it yourself, it just doesn't turn out right at all. Super easy, but for more detailed rocks, it takes a while. Yeah, once you start putting like texture and stuff in. Like, these rocks are pretty simple, you know, it's just like a few different shapes. The textures aren't anything special. But I just don't want to waste my time making rocks right now. You know, I think I'd rather keep going with the community made stuff at the moment. But I'll definitely get into making my own assets at some point. You probably noticed that I put the fence like under the grass. It's just because I'm not sure if I want the full fence or just a little bit of the fence. So let's create like this for the meantime, right? So I want to have like a little gap here, so hold on, let me build this a bit longer, maybe just to there, and then maybe from this point, that's like the entryway to the farm where basically the side quest is. So like imagine that's the character, right? And this is the little farm with the sheep. So that's a space that you can enter. So let me see, I'll just build the fence and then I'll delete the bits that I don't need. I think that's probably best. So delete like that. I think that's enough. So you start here, you've got an option to break this. You can break these if you want. Find some apples along the way. The little side mission will be here. The raccoon character will tell you, find all my sheep from my farm, they've all went missing. And there's like one sheep that's just like lonely in here, so we need to find the remaining sheep, and it's up to you. I guess it's up to you if you want to find them all, or maybe I'll make it a requirement. We'll just have to wait and see, because I do need ideas for a variety of ways to find the books, the pages for the book. So let me just fire this across here, right? And my idea was, like, down here there was going to be like a big area where it branches off. So on the left there's going to be like an arena that you can fight lots of enemies, and on the right hand side there was going to be like a kind of like a platformy kind of area, so you jump around and try and reach the goal. So basically you'll get a page for doing the platforming section, you'll get a page for defeating all the enemies here. And then you won't be able to get all the sheep right now, you'll just maybe get like one maybe, but then you'll come back. I'm going to like maybe take away this and make like a staircase, I guess. Let me just give you an example. Like just bear with me. I don't know how high this, I think that character can jump quite high actually, so let's make it kind of high. So you can go up here and explore at any time, technically. You just won't be able to cross to the other side because the bridge has not been built yet. So I'll just I'll put some grass on the top of these as well, so that you can actually feel like you're always in a colourful world. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to maybe bring this over like that, maybe. So I'm gonna have to design like how high I'm going to make this, because you could probably jump on top of that. So maybe I'll make it like double the height. Maybe that's a good way, a good start. make it double the height. Oops. So I'll make it something like that. You get the idea, right? But like, don't want to make it too high. Right, so the other one's going to be like this, right? Or maybe it'll be like this. We'll just need to wait and see. But basically once you come up here, there's going to be like maybe like a book here. I'll go grab a book just to give you a visual representation of what I'm talking about. So I'll put the book here. So you technically could come to this section early if you wanted, but then you need like I don't know, like 1 or 2 pages to cross here, and this is going to be like a bridge that builds, and it brings you to basically like to the next section of the map. I think I had a bridge here. I don't know if I'm going to use this bridge because it's a stone bridge. I think I'm going to make a wooden bridge. But I'll just fire this here just now, just to give you an idea. Yeah, so just like assume this is the bridge, right? It's not going to look like that, but it's just going to give you an idea of what to expect. So once you get all the pages, boom, a wooden bridge starts to build, and then you can get to the other part 2 of stage 1. And then when we get to stage 2, there's going to be like 3 levels that you go up. So instead of going across, you're going up the way, so there's going to be some variety in the levels and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree, LBA. Oftentimes tutorials look easy, but when you try to replicate the steps, then it looks a bit like botched surgery rather than a proper sculpt. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like when you focus too much on sculpting, it often makes it a harder job. So like, I've been trying to like not properly fully sculpt characters, but I've been trying to be more relaxed. So I've got a character and I'm just like building little bits piece by piece, and but I'm trying to be relaxed about it. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I need to sculpt this entire thing perfectly right now. I'm just focusing on like little details, and I'll update it constantly, and eventually I'll have a character that looks decent. So it's the same with this kind of thing. If I was to build rocks, you know, if I built a rock, I can go back, I can change the shape, I can change the texture, you know, eventually it'll look good. Just don't expect it to look good from day one, you know. Let me just grab some of these wee slimies. There you go. It's great when you find something you're looking for, because I searched for slimes and there's literally like, I think there's a couple of slimes, but there's literally like one cartoon slime. So I feel like I'm lucky that I've found most of the things that I'm actually looking for, you know. Let me see. So let's see. I'll maybe extend the fence just to get to this point, maybe roughly, more or less. And then this is when it sort of branches off. So you can either go this way to fight the enemies, or you're going to go up here. Like, I'll get like one of these logs or something. So this is going to be like a platformy kind of bit. I don't know what it's going to be like yet, so you know, just bear with me at the moment, and we'll figure something out nearer the time, I think. So I'll just keep expanding this a little bit, I think. Okay, so you can already imagine roughly what it's going to look like. I'm trying to create as fast as I can today because obviously we don't have a lot of time on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I will read comments when I can, but I'm just trying to get at least something done. So I imagine it's like that. That's like a really basic platform section. I'm probably going to make it a bit more in depth than that, but you get the idea. You know, there's a little section here that you can collect one of the pieces of paper, and on this side there's going to be it's like a mini arena, let's say, where you can fight the enemies. Put that over. Right, let me grab one of the... Yeah, let me grab that. I don't know if I used all this logic. I think I did. It's not so important, but let me see if I can grab this without breaking anything. Right, let's put this down here. So this is your prize for defeating all of the slimes. So I'll try and make the combat quite easy. It's not something you should worry about. However, there will be different enemy types coming out throughout the game. So some that can fly, some that can burrow under holes. So maybe it offers a little bit more of a challenge as it goes on. And I wanted to try and make the combat quite fun. So it's like there's like a 3-hit combo. You know, you swing left, you swing right, and then you sort of slam down on the ground. And I had this idea, I don't know if I'm going to go through with it yet, but I had this animation idea. So like if you imagine this slime, if I hit it with the hammer, I want it to animate so that its body kind of like goes that way. And if I hit it to the right, the body animates to the right, you know, like it kind of goes like... And then if you slam it, it sort of flattens. So I think that would be quite cool, like rather than just hitting the slime and letting it take damage or making it flash, I'll try and animate it so that its body actually changes depending on the direction of the hammer swing. So I think that'll be a nice little addition to the combat, because I've never really made combat in Dreams. I only, you know, briefly added it to Super Alien Buddy, like the gun. But it wasn't really supposed to have combat. It was mostly just for experimentation. I wasn't really trying to make gun combat. You know, you literally just shoot a couple of aliens. So I thought it would be a nice little extra in Super Alien Buddy, because I thought, alright, so you'll platform through the game, but you'll also have some things to shoot now and again, you know, just a little extra thing. But I found out that if a feature is not that great to begin with, then just don't add it. Even if it's just something extra you want to throw in, you know, just for the hell of it, I'd recommend don't do it, because I actually got a lot of criticism for the gun combat. Because I thought, like, oh, it's just something extra that people can enjoy, you know? But no, if everything's not perfect, don't bother adding anything extra. So basically, now that I've got combat in this game, it has to be good. It can't just be an afterthought or just an extra task that you can do. It has to be a seriously thought out thing. So the combat will definitely need to have a lot of work done to it. I think it goes like that, isn't it? Oh my god. I totally screwed that one, isn't it? Your previous edit is too big to undo. What the hell? Yeah, delete it. Thanks. That was weird. Right. I just wanted to copy like these two, but I accidentally grouped all of the other ones together. Oh, well, that was annoying. Right, let me start this again. Okay, so we've got like a good little area here. It's nice that like we've only been streaming for like 40 minutes maybe, and we've been creating for even less of it. And already we've got some kind of structure to focus on. So let's see how big I'm going to make this little farm. It's not going to be that big, to be honest. It's just a little, it's like a little pen, you know. It's nothing, it's not like you're going to be able to explore this area that much, so let me put this in here. Let's see. Maybe I'll make it like, maybe I should make it the same length as the other area on the other side, just to make it kind of symmetrical. Maybe that's good. So this is like, this will be a massive hole. Let me show you, just for visual representation, right? I love how you can just like cut a hole and it looks like an actual hole that you just dug in the ground. So basically it is going to be like that. Let me just, oh, there we go. And then I'll just see if I can stretch that. Oh, stretched the wrong way. Can I stretch this way? Oh god. I think I'm connected to a giant square. Look at that. Hold on. I don't think I can move this, can I? I wanted to just pull the part that I made here, but look, see if I pull it, it pulls it on the other side. It doesn't pull it the way that I want it to go. Right, but you get the idea, right? For some reason, it's not letting me pull it all the way, so I think we're just going to have to do this the stupid way and duplicate it. Okay, so there you go. There's our little hole. Looks good, right? We'll cut this bit off as well. I'll do it now, actually. I'm in that kind of mood. God damn it. Right, let me put it to like there, maybe. And the good thing is, like, when you cut out things, you can always, like, change it later, assuming you can bloody find where they are. That's what I hate about the blocks that you use to delete things, because it's like, you literally can't see it. You have to like, well, where the hell is that block? Oh, there's a block there, you know? It's so stupid. I would like an option to actually see where all of these deletion blocks are, because it would make it a hell of a lot easier to see what the hell I'm doing, you know? Right now I'm just having to magically guess, oh look, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, but without me hovering over it, I would never find that. So yeah, there you go. Just to give you a better idea of the shape of the grass. So now just to make the other side of the fence, let me just duplicate this one to the other side. Easy. See, making levels is so easy. Anyone can be a game dev, man. I'm telling you. Right, so that's like the rough sort of idea. Let me just... don't know if I'm going to copy all of this. Let me just copy some of it. I feel like we're getting addicted to this music. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm proper into this music now. Right, let me just duplicate a couple more. There you go. So we've got a rough sort of area for the sheep to wander around once you collect them all. So yeah, it looks alright so far. We're getting a rough kind of idea of what we're looking for. So you'll start here. You can break this for a secret area. I guess you can break these for extra things if you want, or just for fun. You'll get introduced to the side quest. Maybe there's some things you can, apples or something in here. Down here, then you'll sort of do a platformy, basic platformy thingy to get a paper, a page. Come over here, fight these little slimes. You unlock another one, and then you can basically come back here. You come up here. you unlock the book, which will build a wooden bridge, and it brings you to the other side. And then the other side, we're just going to have to create something similar to this, but on this side. And there'll be like most of the sheep will probably be on this side of the stage. And then once you find the final sheep, don't worry, you don't have to backtrack. I've thought it through. All that's going to happen is once you find the final sheep, it will just activate like a cutscene. So you'll be back here, and the raccoon or whatever will give you a reward, just as a cutscene. And then once the cutscene's over, you'll be back to where you were. So you don't have to backtrack if you don't want to. I've thought it through. I'll make it as easy as I possibly can. Isaac, instead of Surgeon Simulator, it's Dreams Simulator. Yeah. Hey Small Who Man, welcome. Nice to see you. Is this going to be a third person game or an isometric game? It's going to be an isometric, yeah. So the camera is going to be like this, I guess, as you run around. Maybe the camera can tilt a little bit like this, but by and large it's mostly isometric. Because I think behind the character, I think it's like a bit too bland. I want to show off the environment, so I'll keep it like this, and then you can see everything. And the idea is, like, once you get to like the top of here, I'll just activate another camera, and the camera will go like doo-doo-doo, or it'll flip, so you can see. Then if you go back down again, it'll go like doo-doo-doo, you know. So I've thought the camera through, because I know if you were to jump up here, this would block your view. And if you don't have much control over the camera, I think I'll just automatically make it flip round. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And the fun thing is, we don't even have the narrator in the game yet. Once we got all the lines for that done, that's going to add a whole new dynamic to this, because it is all about a storybook. It's all about a narrator narrating the journey of the character. So there's going to be a lot of nice little touches to the level. You're not just going to run through this and fight things and collect things. You're also going to have a little story that's constantly evolving as you play through it. So hopefully it's got a good combination of story, because that's something I kind of want to do with all of the games that I make. I always want to have some kind of story, or some good characters, and especially voice acting. I want to do a lot of that kind of stuff in the games that we make. So that's going to be like a trademark kind of thing, because you could probably find something like this on the Dreamiverse. You know, you're going around fighting things, collecting things. But I want to add that little extra touch, you know, that story, that voice acting. That's kind of like what I want to do in Dreams anyway, for all my games. By the way, LB, have you tried to do the Kareem Bust Masterclass? Not yet, actually. It's something that I was actually going to make a video on. I think I'll record myself trying to go through that tutorial, and I'll upload it as a video at some point, maybe next week, because I'm trying to take it one step at a time, because we were only doing streams on Thursday and Saturday. So now that we added Friday, and now that we're trying to add the Tuesday and Wednesday streams, I'm trying to get the streams flowing quite well. Once the streams are settled, then I'll start to make more videos. So I'll have like videos and streams like together, you know. So I'll probably put out a video depending on your region in the morning or the early afternoon, and then the streams will always be at this sort of time. So we're taking it a little step at a time, but I can't wait. Once we're doing like 5 streams a week, once we're making so much progress on all of the projects, as well as making some videos as well, because we know some people prefer videos over streams. I can't wait. I think it's going to be really good, and releasing all these projects throughout the year. I've got a good feeling about this year, you know. So hopefully everything goes to plan. This is a very ambitious project. You think so? For me, this is just it's like a little simple thing that I'm trying to make. It's just the way my mind works, because it's like, I think about the games that I like to play, and I'm like, do I want to play a linear game where you just shoot something and then that's the end of the game? Or do I want to add like story and collectibles and explorable environments, and no, I just want to add like a little extra touch to things, you know, so people feel like there's a lot more depth to each of the games. So if you think about like Super Alien Buddy, whilst it definitely has flaws and it's something that I'm going to address in the sequel, it still gave you a lot of collectibles. It gave you like 4 different locations to explore, and they all had a different gameplay dynamic between each of them. So I'm going to try and do something similar with everything that I make. So I'm going to mix this up between, you know, finding secret areas, collecting the apples, doing the side missions like finding the sheep or defending the farms or whatever, some combat, some platforming, you know, a nice little mix of everything, and then you'll have your cutscenes and your story and things like that. That's actually a good tip, LBA. I can't remember what tip I gave you, but I hope it serves you well. Anyone can be a game dev, but logic, I don't know. If you think about it, Isaac, the logic in this game is really easy. When you pick up an apple, it's literally just a sensor that says you picked up an apple, and it just ticks a box, basically. A sound effect, and it'll add to your total. That's it, to be honest. Same with cutscenes, they're really easy. Just activate some cameras and some keyframes. The combat, yeah, the combat's going to take a bit more logic to get right. So that's something that will probably take me a little longer to finish. But in theory, everything should be pretty smooth, I think. I don't think there's anything too complicated. Even with the survival horror game subject, I think a lot of the logic in that is pretty straightforward, because you're just like picking up objects, which activates like a cutscene. You're having an inventory which totals up and removes ammo and whatever. Like, you can get it to work, you know? It's not like a proper complicated combat system. Yeah, I love that song, LBA. Good you're into it as well. Yeah, always gets pretty addictive, you know? I've also been addicted to Flow recently, and I think I mentioned it for the 3rd time now. I think you did. I haven't added anything extra to the jukebox yet, because I thought we're only going to stream for like an hour and 10 minutes maybe today, so I didn't really want to focus too much more on the jukebox. But I'll do more of that off stream. I'll add some more of your favourite tracks, as long as they're like this, because I like all the tracks that we've put in the jukebox. I feel like they've kind of like done their job, you know, like they all fit the theme, you know. So I'll start again. Here we go. So we can go back to the start here. Just make sure everything's good, right? Because I like the first one as well. I think this one's a pretty cool one. I'll probably need to count how long each track is, so I can calculate if we do an hour and 20. Because I don't want to make a jukebox that's too long, you know. I want to make a jukebox that we can maybe loop maybe twice in the stream. So if we can get it to like 30-40 minutes, and then loop that 30-40 minutes again, so every song plays at least twice. That way it's fair, we get to hear all the tracks twice, and we don't have to make a jukebox that's insanely bloated. There's MP written all over this game. You think so? I feel like out of all the games I've got planned, this might be the weakest. Because, I mean, this does suit Media Molecule. I think the art style and the idea of it all, it kind of all comes together. Like, I knew that Super Alien Buddy wasn't going to get a pick because I felt like it was too flawed. Even though I'm proud of some elements, I think like it definitely could be better. But I always had hope that this level here, this was going to be the one that finally gets an MM pick. Like, I can feel it, you know, like it's got the gameplay, it's got a unique style to it, and as long as everything flows really well, I definitely think this has a good shot of getting a pick. But to be honest, from this point onwards, everything I make from now on, I want to get at least to the quality of a pick every single time. So Super Alien Buddy 2, that's going to have a lot more depth as well, and I think that'll be even better than this level. And then we'll have Subject, which will come out, and that'll be even better than everything I've made. And I want to do something based on Greek mythology as well, and hopefully that'll be pretty good as well. So I don't really want to make little small levels anymore. I kind of want to make these medium to large levels, which take like 2 to 3 months, and then a game that takes like a full year. Maybe the word, yeah, maybe. We'll see. But I want to make this a human with a raccoon's face, basically. I mean, I could just duplicate this character and just change the face to the raccoon, you know? Just mix it up a little bit. If that Crayons level could win it, this could too. I don't think I played the Crayons level, actually. It did look quite nice, though. Yup. Trust me, flow fits very well. All good. Well, I guess I can make the exception to add at least one more track. I'll actually look for a few songs I like that actually fit the theme and send it to you via Discord or something. Yeah, sure. I mean, don't go too crazy, because we can only put so many tracks in before destroying the gameplay thermal. So right now we've got 6 tracks. I'll need to count how long these last for, but I guess I could probably fit in like a couple more, as long as we don't exceed 35 to 40 minutes. That way we can loop it and everything's good. So maybe look for a couple of other songs, and I think that'll do the trick, I think. So let me just add, just for demonstrative purposes, let's put this up here so we can get an idea of what you're aiming for up here, you know. I like that, like in classic video games where they have like the object that kind of spins. I quite like it. So there you go. We've got a good little first area here. All I need to do is beef up some of the cliffs here. But I might change some of the cliffs here, because if we're doing a platforming section, I might make things a little bit more challenging. Because right now it's just jump, 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 jump. Really easy, you know, it's not a challenge. Maybe I'll make it so like I'll make some like you know, like really thin versions. I'll just extend this so you have to jump. But since this is the first stage, in the first part of the first stage, I don't want to make it too difficult. But you can already kind of get an idea of what I'm going for, you know. Just need to watch that graphics thermal. It's getting a bit high. But I'll decrease all the detail once it's necessary. I don't want to do it just yet. I want to get the game looking graphically as nice as I possibly can. And because it's all colourful, it's like, yeah, we need to put proper lighting in as well. But I feel like, because it's so colourful, the colours kind of do half of the job for us, you know. So let me see, I'll put like another one here just to block this off. I need to figure out how I'm going to properly do everything, because right now it's like Minecraft, it's like all kind of blocked together. But I might like just, you know, create something that's more like dynamic like that, you know, mix things together. But just to get the basic structure right, I think this is I think this kind of does the job, you know. So there you have it. We'll get some apples over here. Where did I put that apple? Where's my apples? Oh, we're almost at the apple. We're almost there. Right, here we go. Here's my lovely delicious crunchy apple. Put that over here. Come back, apple, you're not supposed to be in there. So I need to figure out exactly where these apples are going to go. But that's a job for another day, I'm afraid. So I'm going to be quite generous with the apples. It's kind of fun to collect things. And maybe I'll put like a few in here just to let you explore a little bit more. But you get the idea. And then I want to kind of lead the way for people so they kind of know where to go. Like, I think it's pretty obvious to see where you're supposed to go. But I think I think it's nice to put things like on the path where you're meant to go, you know? Just to encourage people to explore. So if we put like apples all the way up the stairs, it gives people a little incentive to go, oh, let's go get those apples. Oh, we found a new place, you know? Even if it is obvious. I think it's quite nice. So we've got some apples scattered around. I can probably put a few more of them over here on this side as you get towards the next little area here. Maybe put the last one here. I don't know if I'll put apples here. I might just keep this clear. Keep it like combat only zone. So that looks pretty okay to me, I think. I can't really test it because, oh god, did I copy this apple too many times? I did not realise I did that. Hold on. Crunch, crunch. Right, I'll test this in a little moment. See what it's like. Take this stupid grid off. Did you make the UI, LB? The apple? This is literally just a pre-made apple. You literally just type in UI apple and it appears. Same with the hearts. It's like an emoji, because you can find emojis and you can also find UI designs. There's two different things you can use. So I'm not sure if they were UI. I think this was an emoji, maybe, and this was a UI thing. So you can find a list of things on the in dreams.me or whatever, and you can see all the combinations for some of the stuff you can put for the UI. Not all emojis work, only some, so it's just test and see what works. But it actually does help a lot that you don't have to build this, so if you can find something you're looking for, great. Remember that platforming thing from LBP1 with the long sticks? And you had to make it across before the sticks bent and fell down. Ah, okay, it was like on the China level. From the islands, yeah. You should put that in here. I could do, if it works quite well. We could give it a go. Oh, by the way, I'm looking forward to you doing the Kareem Masterclass tutorial. Oh god, yeah, we'll see what that face looks like. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. Hopefully he's quite concise with his tutorial. He just says, right, do this, do this. Go into a whole big narrative. I noticed he did a talk, was it yesterday? He was talking about the timelessness of dreams. I didn't watch it, but I watched some clips, and some of the things he comes out with, it's like genius, you know? Just his mind, the way his mind works. Hey Future Cloud, welcome back. Hope you're having a great week. Hungry for apples? Oh yes, I'm very hungry for apples. Or Wumpa fruit, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there you go. There's the shortcut, UI apple. So you have to put like the little, I don't know what you would call those, like little brackety things, spiky brackets. If you want to use emojis though, you have to use the colon, like the double dot, to use the emojis. It's annoying that they split the UI and the emojis up into two different things, but you'll figure out. Okay, no, he's a bit chatty. You had to climb the thin stones on a timer was horrible. You just need to get practice. That's all. Smaller than, bigger than symbols. Okay, I guess that'll do. I'm buffering. You always buffer. You love to buffer. Alright, cool. I'm making this extra difficult for you today. I'm not, for some reason, like I'm watching the stream on the iPad and it's not buffering. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just the PS4. Right, so I'm not sure if this is actually going to work because I've not really tested the playable. I'm obviously going to change the camera angle. You're not going to look at it from this. It's going to be more like an isometric kind of thing. Maybe I can quickly fire that in, maybe. I've never done this before, so if this doesn't work, just bear with me, okay? Right, so let me see. I want it to... It has to be like in line with the this. Let me see. Let me see. It's to be kind of in line with the character. So let's just, for talking's sake, let's see if this works. I don't know if this works. Does it work? No, it doesn't work. No, I need to fix that. Right, we'll do that another time. I was hoping that... I don't know if I need to change some settings in here. Hold on. Maybe that was why. Nah, it still sucks. I think I need to... Rather than putting it inside the character, I think I need to like... just make it like on a plane that can... You know, like the Little Big Planet cameras that used to make you follow the character. Maybe I could do that. LB, you need a camera pointer. Is that a better tool? Okay. Let me see. Camera pointer. Let me see. Can I see how? Can I get a view of the camera? Sticky. When on, the pointer is active. The camera is locked to the pointer position. I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. Right, so this is a bit funky. Let me put that sticky thing on, whatever it was called. Right, let's see what that looks like. Oh my god. This is even worse! Man, this sucks. I'll fix it later, right? No time to figure it out. So we'll just pretend, right, this is isometric, right? It looks like this, right? So we can collect our wee apples. And then she's like, oh my god, can you please help me? All my sheep have disappeared. Can you please help me? And he's like, well no, we're just trying to escape you because you're kidnapping us, you're keeping us behind cages against our will. So then we collect some apples like that. Yeah, nice. Blah blah blah. If you want to collect a page, up we go. Boom, you got your page. And then, oh no, there's some slimes. Bang, you're dead. Bang, you're dead. Bang, you're dead. Boom, we collect that. So it'll be. I'm trying to hold the camera to show you kind of what it looks like. And then you'll come up here, and then poof, the camera will turn like that. And then, doo-doo, you found all the pages. Then it builds the bridge. You go across the bridge. Woo. Then we're on the second part of the level. Good progress. I tried to work as fast as I possibly could, but I'm still trying to figure out what comes next. So I think that's what I'm going to do off stream. Try and figure out roughly what the next area looks like. But hopefully you've enjoyed what's been made so far, and we'll come back and we'll polish this off and make the next little section. Just designing the level design and stuff like that. It makes a camera angle that always points in the direction you put it in. It seems not to be working. Might be the character. It could be. It could be. But I'll fix it. I'll just go through some frustrating experiments. Whoa, so isometric. I know, isn't it? It's great. Works for a normal puppet. Isometric 100. I just noticed LB's face cam is out of sync. Oh, is it? I didn't realise that. It's very out of sync. Maybe there's like a delay on the stream, maybe. I don't know if you reset the stream, maybe it'll fix things, maybe. Needs to be redubbed in Dreams. Yeah, if you guys want to redub my stream, be my guest. Alright, thanks for the stream. LBA, is the weekly music video coming today? I don't have time. I honestly don't have time. Because I was trying to like sort out all the streams and figure out how I'm going to implement all of the different things content wise. So I just spent more time doing that, and I spent more time working on the character as well. So the music track's obviously there. It's just I just need to have time this week to properly record some stuff. But this week I'm just trying to get the 5 streams in a row done. So we've completed stream 2 of the week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we're good. So tomorrow we'll do our normal Thursday survival horror stream. We'll keep it up on Friday and Saturday, and we'll see if we can complete a 5 stream week. And then we'll try and keep that consistent every week. Keep doing 5 streams. Once I get comfortable with it, I'll start to output more videos like the music challenge, the sculpting challenge, how-to videos, some discussion topics. So that will come in time. But I think right now I just need to make sure the streams are going quite well through the week, and then we'll get back to doing more videos. So don't worry, it'll be coming soon. Once I've got some time to edit, maybe we'll have a video tomorrow. I don't think it'll be the music one, but I'm going to try and get something out just to get the ball rolling. So thanks very much guys for watching today. It feels so weird doing these short streams, because even though we stream for like an hour and 15, an hour and 20, normally we stream for like 2.5 to 3 hours. So it does feel weird ending quite early, you know. Like if we were to stream for like an extra hour, we probably would have finished like the next area, and the whole stage would have been complete by the end of this stream. That just shows you how much detail goes into the survival horror game, because that does take a long time to get things, to put things together, whereas this, it's a lot easier just to throw things, and you can literally make a whole scene in a couple of hours, no problem. Great stream. This game is gonna bed great. Yeah, I'm gonna bed it perfectly. I know what you meant, be great, thanks. Hopefully it will be. This stream went by really quick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, we're so used to doing 2-3 hours that today it just kind of flies by. I know a lot of streamers, they do only do like an hour and a half sometimes, so for us we're just used to doing longer streams. But it's either these shorter streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, or nothing basically, because I can't extend it on those 2 days. But at least I can give you something different on these days. Alright, sure, take your time. True Alpha, yeah. Good stream, LB8. Bed it. You know, we're bedding all our levels. My typos are great, I know. Your typos and your weird names like Bovaretta. Like, what the hell is that all about? So I'm gonna have to go back to work now. So it was a nice little hour 15 stream. So I'm gonna work a little bit on the jukebox, just to make sure everything's going well. Maybe add a couple more tracks to it, and I'm going to work on those layout designs that I showed you guys on Discord. So I'm basically going to promote a lot of different things, not just things on the channel, but I want to promote some dreams by you guys. So like every 10-15 minutes maybe something will pop up on the screen saying like check out this level by this creator, and throughout the stream you'll see little things popping up in the create streams. So I'm still trying to work on a dynamic for all that, so we'll maybe see that tomorrow just to experiment a little bit. But yeah, that's all there is for today's stream. And Bovaretta is going to bed great. Oh yeah, going to bed right in. So yeah, well we're not actually going to see this project actually until next week, since we're only doing it on Tuesday and Wednesdays. So We'll pick this back up next Tuesday. In the meantime, tomorrow we'll go back to our survival horror stream, as well as Friday. We're building the last of the hospital areas. We could probably get pretty close to finishing the hospital, maybe not this week, but maybe next week. And then on Saturday we'll play all your brand new levels and games and things like that. So if you want to send me anything for Saturday, feel free to do that. So I'm going to end now, so enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for the survival horror stream. See you later. Bye.